So, so I only have a quick. I think I can do this for like an hour today. There's some family stuff that popped up that I need to take care of, and actually, I'm in such a rush that I did not even set up the chat because there's also something that happened a little bit that I kind of want to like. My plans are coming together a little, but most importantly, for the time being, I got Judomaster Rank 9. And this morning, I actually ended up pulling him one more time. I pulled him again. Um, every time I do, I feel guilty. Like, why am I the one who's getting him and other folks aren't? Doesn't make sense. Let's see. Let me go ahead and switch this up. Hopefully that goes. Streamer bot has been acting up lately. I don't know what the deal is. Oh, look, it's actually working this time. Sup. And then did a 10 pull for desired epics to rank up block team. I didn't see the words before that. And then pulled two more copies of Judo Man. Oh, well, good for you. Good for you. Good from you. I need. Okay, so basically what I did was I did get a pack. I did get a pack. You guys saw me. You guys saw me. What's up, Damon? You guys saw me. I got a pack, a little one. Well, not a little one, but one that got me 20 frags. And then I used my league shop credits to buy 20 of his frags. So last week, and then it resets every week. So then this week, what's up? So what's up, Damien? What's up, Brad? What's up, Rello? Instead of desired. Oh, also I put for my desired, I put Weasel and Dr. Phosphorus because they're getting to the point of where I have the bride rank 8. I randomly pulled her yesterday from the league recruitment. So I was able to take her rank 8 yesterday. I already bought my little things here. So now it is I could take Dr. Phosphorus and Weasel to rank 8 as well if I get a few more pulls. Then I'll have a full quote unquote sacrifice creature commandos team, and then I can see how that goes. But in the meantime, we got Judomaster. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so. Oh, also, are there enough people up right now? Let me see. Because I also, like I told you guys before, I wanted to do Saturday morning cartoons, and you guys are okay with that, right? Were you guys one of the ones who wanted to do Saturday morning cartoons? Where I was gonna do like just watch along, where we do like 4 to 6 Saturday morning cartoons. They may not be. I was gonna say Saturday and Sunday. It may only be Saturday. Yeah. Did you see my prediction? Is coming true. Wait, Aquaman is on the way. That's one of the characters I wanted really bad. Wait, whoa. Slow down, Damon. Slow down. Where did you see that he's coming? I know you said that had that prediction, and I'm not doubting you, but where did you see that it's coming? So Judo Master rank 9. What was the thing that he was gonna do now? He applies fragile if the on his basic, yeah. This if the targeted enemy is not already inflicted with fragile, Judo Master now inflicts 2 stacks of fragile. So I want to start trying to build teams around him, in seriously. One of the issues I have now is that I have stripped Peacemaker of so much stuff. I now have him in block. They announced Aquaman coming soon earlier today. Let me see, because then I could put that up. They actually announced that. That would be okay. Let's go to DCWC. It's not on their website. Is it on the Discord? I always confuse the community server with the official bulletin. Aquaman, superhero, and King of the Seven Seas is coming soon to DC World. Oh, so they did. Okay. Are they doing everything on X instead of their own website now? Who wants to do X? Come on. Okay. So we know who's next. We know who's next. Good prediction, Damon. Props to you. You win today. It's on Mr. Squirrel's page, and I believe it's somewhere in the Discord. I didn't check it. I didn't check. I just see him and other people, other streamers talking about it. Okay, that's cool as hell. That's awesome. All right, so then that explains why Mara has her rework or whatever coming. So, Mr. Angreifer, I'm lucky to rank 8 Judomaster with only 100 pulls using ETs and... That's good. Congratulations. Congratulations. Judomaster is awesome. He's so awesome that I feel like I need to fix Peacemaker. However, I can run him with the Bride and the Creature Commandos as well. They're just not up to that level. I have stripped him of most stuff and then put him back in that block set that I was using to run him with the block team. Philosopher's Stone finally. Well, I will say that I put the Philosopher's Stone on Kid Flash because that extra energy is awesome. I'm wondering what Aquaman they're gonna go with, because I mean, lately they've gotten away from the like prim and proper, and I mean it even looks like it here. Oh, but he has 2 hands. So they're going saved his son Aquaman. But he does have the long hair. Okay. Is it me or is Captain Cole stronger? I fought him in the game and his moves was killing me. The PvE versions of like Dr. Frankenstein or Frankenstein, whatever. Captain Cole, Mr. Freeze. Phantom Stranger, his shields, the PvE versions are nuts. They're insane. I have not developed like Captain Cole to that degree. At release, I did in like the early game and then removed all the stuff because epics. But the way that he handles himself in PvE is stupid. Absolutely stupid. Who are you putting the Philosopher's Stone on, Brad? I'd spend my savings on the game if it was a Smallville Aquaman. They had a small. I stopped Smallville like season 7, and I always said I was gonna go back to it. I don't remember Smallville Aquaman. Truth be told, I'm not gonna. I like Jason Momoa's Aquaman. I did. I liked it. It's just it was in a crappy DCEU, whatever the hell that was thing, but he was good. I liked him. I liked him a lot. It's not his fault the writing and everything else was trash. And even the Aquaman movie wasn't that bad except for the last like 20 minutes, just like Wonder Woman. The last 20 minutes, everything needs to be like dark and covered in fire for DC EU movies for some reason. Support, I guess, because we have Superman DPS and Peacemaker. Peacemaker's a tank. Superman DPS. I mean, he has a tank and a DPS version. I don't see Aquaman as support, though. I see him as a tank or as a damage dealer. It was season 4. Then I definitely saw it. I definitely saw it then. That's going to bug me now. That's really going to bug me. I definitely saw that. Let me put something up over here. I definitely saw that version of Aquaman. I must have. Do we have a new season? Oh, a new season started. Oops. I should probably do that. I don't have time to like record a video today. I think I might do it tomorrow. Oh, this helps nothing. Then I definitely saw that. Alan Rickson. I know this dude, but he was friggin' Hawk in the Titans thing. He played Aquaman in Smallville? Y'all lying. Y'all lying. Hold on, let me look this up later. I'm streaming. Okay. Smallville was the bomb. I love it. I love Smallville. I think I always get caught up in the part where he's on the plane and they're going to visit, what's her name? Not Lana. Is it Lana? They're going to go visit her like she's in Europe or something. That's always where I like reach my limit on Smallville and then pull back or just fall off. I put the stone on Ocean Master for now, probably. I did have it on Ocean Master for a little bit to get past a very specific part of the game. Probably on Jess or Zatanna once I get the mirror up for Ocean Master. Okay. I did have that for on Ocean. There was something specific in System Recovery while I was trying to farm for tokens and diamonds, and I ended up putting it on Ocean Master in that scenario. I can't remember the exact scenario though. Actually, you know what? We'll play with Judomaster here. I think this is good. I really want to get him in better gear. I really need to reread his kit and do it all over again. What's up, Suave? What do you think of the team synergy of Batman, Judomaster, Vigilante, Peacemaker, and the Bride? I'm literally about to do that right now, minus Vigilante. I like it. It has no sustain. That's why Kid Flash needs to be in there for me. I would love to use Judomaster, but 130 plus pulls later and still can't get one to drop. These stories are insane. How? The Spike had the best idea. First 100 pulls. If you haven't pulled Judomaster, whatever new epic, you get the unlock, and then it drops back to 30% after that. Because these 130, 170 pulls, no Judomaster, that's just insane RNG. I wouldn't even go outside because then it sounds like you have like the worst luck ever. I got all rank 8 currently. Yeah, mine is rank 9, and I just pulled 40 today, so I could take him rank 10 as soon. Maybe pull him one more time, but I could also farm for him and have him rank 10 by next week. That's insane that you guys aren't even unlocking him. Oh, you put it on for Villain Convergence. That would go well. Okay, I see that. Okay, so here we're gonna use the Bride. Yay. I was running Constantine with the Bride to get the hard hit out. However, with with Judomaster here, he'll put the hard hit on these two. They won't get hard hit except for the beginning of each round. They'll get 2. So these 2 should max out at 5 easily. And then back row, Batman, Kid Flash will get 2. I don't like you here. I would love for you to kill him immediately. We're going to lose this very fast because Wonder Woman's going to pop off. Let's go back. That's the one thing, I say the one thing, but that's one of the things with, let's do it anyway. That's one of the things with Judomaster is that if I'm running up against a Wonder Woman, we have a problem immediately. Oh, well, let's see what goes. Spent $40 on shards I can't use. I was better off spending $50 and getting him the game. Yeah, that's one of those, like, you got to know gotcha games. Don't buy the frags because it won't unlock the character thing. Like, I remember when I first started playing like these types of games, and I went and I got like a bunch of, I don't even know if I did it with money. I think I just was farming them. And then it was like, yeah, but you didn't unlock them, so it doesn't matter. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? I did all this. I'm pretty sure I didn't spend money. I was still pissed though. Yeah. And you have what, 2 more days to try to unlock them? I would say I spent a total of like, let's see, I bought the one pack that was 20 and then the 2, so $30, I would say. Which is more than I wanted to anyway, because I was supposed to be boycotting. But I guess this is where they get off on not being able to communicate. Everybody's still going to buy. I guess not everybody. I guess some people have fallen off the game. It worked. I needed to get some supporting characters for block and burn up. See, this is why I have like a block set on Ocean Master, because my vision was to run him with block set on Peacemaker, to run him with Ocean Master and Nightwing and put him in the front, because I liked the shelter that he provided at the beginning of each round. It made it harder. It gave us more sustain, harder to kill. You've been underwhelmed with Judomaster. Okay. I've been like, I think he might be the second best epic in the game, and you're underwhelmed. We have some very differing views. Okay. And I love the silence that goes out there, except Zatanna's there. But anyway, so I had a block set up for him for Ocean Master Nightwing to take the place of Lucky the Bloodsport. Would love for that to have not have happened. But I said I was going to lose this anyway, and Wonder Woman's going to finish it all off. But now I'm wondering if I should build him differently. My top team is Wonder Woman, DCU, The Bride, Ocean Master, and Lex. Ocean Master and Lex don't go together. I think we talked about this before though, because you know when shields go up, there is no block, and Ocean Master works best on block teams. Just a heads up. Why are you underwhelmed, Brad, with Judomaster? Oh, let's find some. Well, this one might be too easy. Let me guess. Wonder Woman's gonna be over here. Yup. All right. Let's just see how this. I'm just gonna run it, see how it goes. I'm excited for Aquaman. Hopefully, he is bleed synergy like DCL, the old days. Oh, the good old days of DCL. I wonder what he would be though. I feel like he's supposed to be a heavy hitter, but I don't want to call him a DPS. He's a king, protects kingdoms. I would say tank. Bleeds, sure. But they're gonna have to do a synergy with Mira, seeing as how that's his lady. So maybe something to do with armor break. I'm surprised they work for me. I'm now on level 26, 20. Oh no, they'll work for you. They'll work. They will work. They will work. That's a good work. I just mean in terms of like optimal use of Ocean Master. Lex is gonna get in the way of that. That's all I mean. But they'll work. They'll go. Maybe if you have like a Kid Flash, I mean even Black Canary at 2620, put some kind of heals in there. Well, Lex is giving you lots of shields, so you may not even need the heals. But yeah, maybe a support character in the place of Ocean Master. Like Zatanna would give them Frantic. That works well with Wonder Woman and Superman DCU. So then those two would hit a lot harder. And then the Lifesteal would also give you a little bit of heals, not a whole bunch. So yeah, he might be support. He might be support. I just don't see it for him. I may just be far too along with my Mr. T Hal team, but when I put him and Peacemaker in block, it didn't really work. We have to get them both to rank 9 or with levels I'm facing. Maybe. I don't. But that's the thing, though. When I put Judo Master in at rank 5, he was still doing what I needed him to do. I just wasn't expecting damage. I needed to protect him. But yeah, for Vigilante, I think it's just like attack and crit. He's good. I'm just not focused on him right now. After I got Judo Master, Judo Master is all attack. Whatever attack I can get on him. There are no sets really. I have this attack set, then I have this because it's attack bonus percentage, and this is a flat attack piece that I'm tempted to replace, but there is a bonus down here of 4%. I'm only worried about putting as much attack on him as possible. Everything else doesn't matter. Sets don't matter. None of that matters because basically I don't need to put him in crit, and he wants to do damage. So putting him in as much attack stuff as possible means that he's going to hit like a truck, and he has so far. Let me see if I have a percentage attack piece on the comms real quick. Yeah, only on Batman. That's it. And then this was the next highest, and I'm not taking this off of Wonder Woman. Sorry, I'm not taking it off legendaries. I'm not insane. But yeah, as much attack percentage as I can put on him is what I'm doing. All right, back in the Vigilante. What do I have on him? Vigilante fell off for me so fast. It's scary. Yeah, I put 2 attack and 1 set of crit, but as you can tell, I've already like kind of, if I can get anti-hero from Bride, armor break from Batman, Peacemaker, Vigilante falls off there, especially since that means that I would have a lot of agile, and then running into a Wonder Woman becomes a problem. What time is it? Okay. Oh. So I did mention the Saturday morning cartoons thing, right? I did mention the Saturday morning cartoons thing, right? Does anybody remember this cartoon? Anybody? Does anybody remember this cartoon? So I said a while ago that I was planning on doing Saturday morning cartoon watch-alongs, doing the DC, what is it? The DC animated universe movies, all that jazz. And so I'm working on it. I'm working on it. And one of the Saturday morning cartoons was going to be these fellas, the SWAT cats. So it's coming slowly but surely. It is coming. My bad. I stand corrected. I meant that. Oh, you were on 2630. Saturday morning cartoon sounds great to me. I watched it. Well, that's what we were talking about before, and I was trying to get. Let's just say I was trying to get my hands on the cartoons to do it. So far, I have gotten. Let's see, SWAT cats, gargoyles. I know I got. Plus, I have Disney Plus, so that's fun. Where did this Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super thing come from? Nope. Batman, the animated series, Static Shock, and Justice League Unlimited. That's what I got so far. I will make it work later. Okay, so they really need a pity for epics. 80 to 100 coincide with the event reward. Yeah, that's what Spike said before. And we were saying, I said 150 or 120. Spike said 100 for the unlock, and then everything else be at the 30% that they're talking about, but something along those lines would, just to get people the unlock. If you pull 100 tokens, 150 to say that you unlocked them, ain't the worst in the world, right? It's not the worst thing in the world. That would be much. Yeah, I don't know. I think that would be a nice little, I don't even know if it's an olive branch, but it would reduce so much frustration. When looking for percentage-based gear pieces in the store, do they spawn at a lower rate? By miles, so much lower rate. Like the percentage pieces for, there's only percentage on accessory and comm, and the rate that they spawn at, I don't know if they even tell you. I do not know that they tell you, but it is difficult. It is difficult. I wish it was the same as flat, but then that would just be too good. I don't need these. What am I doing? But no, it spawns at a horrifying rate. Horrible. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends is the GOAT, and His Amazing Friends, I never got that. Iceman and Firestar were funny, and they had a great crossover with the X-Men. What are these cartoons you're talking about? Iceman and Firestar. Wait, what? We got to know what age group you're in, Brad, because you might be watching cartoons that we aged out on at the right time. Like Static Shock is one of those cartoons that I put on there, but it's because I was right at the teenage age of like, I'm not watching Saturday morning cartoons anymore unless it's Batman and Superman, and that's it. I'll let myself be a kid for those two. Anything new, I'm out on. That was a stupid teenager in me. So I need to. This is going to be an education and Static Shock for me for part of it. And then SWAT Cats, I'll be educating others, because SWAT Cats is something that you need to know about. SWAT Cats is amazing. I remember SWAT Cats, they had that lizard rat guy in the lab book as an enemy. He flooded the whole city with poison sludge and mutated everyone. Yeah, before your time, young. Oh, so it was before my time. It was before my time. Got you. Oh my God, you never heard of Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends besides the original 1980 Spider-Man? Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I did. Let me tell you what I did. I have heard of it. Did I watch it? Barely. I was little. I thought, because they have another Spider-Man and his friends on, I think it's on Disney Plus, that my daughter gave a shot for a grand total of like an hour, and then was like, and it was too kiddie. It wasn't that, because she watches Avatar and stuff, so she loves that stuff. But like, it was too juvenile. They were making like really like 5-minute, 10-minute clips of Spider-Man cartoons, and this very, very, designed for 6 and under kids cartoons. And she was like, just not, honestly, like 5 or 4 and under, and she just wasn't into it. That's where my head went. There's a janky 90s one. Don't you dare call my 90s Spider-Man janky. You leave my 90s Spider-Man alone. He doesn't need buildings to web sling. It was creative license. Don't you call my Spider-Man janky. Leave my Spider-Man alone. Leave my Spider-Man alone. The MTV one was actually pretty good in terms of animation and stuff. It actually wasn't that bad for its time. But yeah, leave my 90s Spider-Man alone. Spider-Man and Friends are definitely late 80s. Okay. Because I Iceman and the Fire Star thing, I know I never heard of that. Iceman froze himself in a block of ice to transform. So we're not talking X-Men Iceman? That's kind of how I feel about Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go. Love Teen Titans. Teen Titans was the one that I always forget about because they kind of shifted the tone of it like halfway through Teen Titans. Teen Titans was a lot more like Young Justice in terms of like tone. And then they kind of shifted it to be funnier. And then they went to Teen Titans Go. And it always makes me forget like that first iteration of Teen Titans, which was cool. That's kind of how I feel. Yeah, okay, sorry. All right, so back to it. Let's go to, what Crisis Watch do we have this week? Is it Lex? Yep, it's Lex. And what was Lex's? The whole Tinder power thing? Okay, so I need to take care of this to get these so I can complete the badge for Deathstroke. I keep looking at my clock because I got like 30 minutes. Iceman, Firestar, and Peter are roommates in college. Really? Then I didn't see this cartoon. Am I going crazy? Spider-Man is amazing friends is dope, I admit. I am a Spider-Man fanatic, junkie. His favorite fan. Spider-Man is amazing friends. It's like I said, my favorite. Gotta check it out. Okay. I still haven't given Dan Slott for killing the dog from the cartoon in the Spider-Verse comics. What? It's funny how we'll hold on to those things. I don't know this part. Killing the dog from the cartoon in the Spider-Verse comics. I don't know this part. Silverhawks. Get the hell out of here. Who just brought up Silverhawks? Silverhawks was my ish when I was little. Oh, and when I say little, I don't mean like 8, 9. Silverhawks was like before, like around the time when I was remembering G.I. Joe and Transformers, Dino Riders, that stuff. I was solid into like being 5. Like it was kindergarten. Like that was when that was it. It's on Disney Plus if you use VPN. The Spider-Verse one? Maybe I just need to look at it. Thundercats over Silverhawks. Ooh. We're about to get into some fights. Oh, guys, don't fight on the channel. We're trying to be friendly. We're about to get into some fights. See somebody going to work tomorrow. You won't believe what he said. He said Thunderhawks over. He said Thundercats over Silverhawks. You won't believe it. Honestly, though, Transformers over everything. That's easy. And I was definitely Transformers over G.I. Joes. Don't insult me by saying anything. Honestly, I'd probably put Silverhawks over G.I. Joes. I wasn't into G.I. Joes. And now the more and more I look at G.I. Joes, the more... And I have military family, by the way. Maybe that's why I wasn't into it. But the more and more I look at G.I. Joes, the more and more I'm like... I don't know. Street Sharks. Mummy's Alive, I knew of it. We didn't have... I don't know. Maybe it's an Alabama thing. I never got Mummies Alive, but Street Sharks I knew for sure. I think I had one of the. I did have one of the toys, and I would play with it at my grandma's house. And my grandma would have pretzel sticks, and I would use the shark to bite the pretzel sticks. How my grandma didn't come in shouting at me about making a mess. She must have really loved me. She must have really loved me. Boy, oh boy. Just up there, just chomping on pretzel sticks with a toy shark. She had to just look at me and be like, well, I love him. I miss my grandma, rest in peace. Anyway, let me go over here and try this on Convergence. Mask. The Mask cartoon was better than the movie. GoBots and Visionaries. You're either going back or you're going forward in time, but it's out of my time period. No. And I'm surprised nobody's mentioned like old school 1989 Ninja Turtles yet. And G.I. Joe, Transformers, and Tranzor Z are my goats forever. There would be legit, not okay, I say legitimate fights. Nobody was actually throwing punches, but there would be legit like arguments over like who was better, GI Joe. What's up, Zay? Who was better, like GI Joe or Transformers? There'd be like legit like. I even told the story on here. My uncle, won't say his name, but love my uncle. He was like a big brother to me. I had one uncle who was like a dad. I had one uncle who was like a big brother, and I had one uncle who was like an uncle. Like I just had like the whole spectrum, right? And he recorded on Sci-Fi Channel Transformers the movie. If you ever want to traumatize a child, a child who was a massive Optimus Prime fan, a massive Transformers fan, you show them the 1984 Transformers movie. I was devastated. 10 minutes into that movie, I was like, how is this going to even a hot rod? What is he doing? Rodimus Prime. If you don't stop. I never liked Voltron that much. I liked it. I'd watch it, but it wasn't like for me. If I'm being real, I did not like anime. I mean, I liked anime, but like Sailor Moon wasn't doing it for me. It was cool, but it wasn't doing it. Voltron was all right. I didn't get into it until no, it had to be before Dragon Ball Z, because Dragon Ball Z I actually saw like where we lived. We lived on college campus, like university campus, while my mom was going to college, and they had weird international channels because of the satellite that the university had. So I was picking up like Japanese television. We had legit like 10 Japanese channels, and I think they did those like channels for like Japan and Germany and all the other stuff for the international students who would come over, so that they would have like a little piece of home, which I think is very sweet. Anyway, that's where I saw Dragon Ball Z for the first time. It was before it ever hit Toonami or whatever the hell it was called on Cartoon Network. I was watching it there uncut in Japanese, and I did not speak Japanese. I watched it though. It was good. When I tell you Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Gohan, Super Saiyan level 2 is so much better in Japanese. I give a damn if you understand what they're saying. It's so much better and so much more intense. When I saw like the first time he went Super Saiyan in our little apartment or whatever, and his neck is doing that vibrating thing and they have this weird echo with the sound, bro, I was glued to my seat, and I wish I knew what they were saying. All I know is that seemed like that was his friend and he's mad. It was so, oh my, it was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. It was so good. If you can find it, find the original Japanese versions of Dragon Ball Z. Put the subtitles on. Sit back and enjoy it, and skip through all the we're waiting for Goku stuff. It's fine. It's just as much nonsense conversation as it is in English. When Megatron was a pistol, good old days when Megatron was a pistol and Starscream was the one who was shooting him. Oh, death of Optimus Prime was a tragedy. It was more than a tragedy. It was traumatic. It shifted everything. It was the first Game of Thrones moment in my life. Now think about it. Transformers movie Death of Optimus Prime was the first Game of Thrones moment in my life where you thought for sure you knew how the end of the TV series movie was going to go. And they were like, nah, let's just go ahead and slice up the main character in the beginning. Let's go ahead and put him in the ground so he doesn't distract from the plot. Oh, they had me. They had me. All right. Do I farm here? No, nothing for us to farm. Except for up here, but I'm not going to do that now. Oof, those are tempting. All right. Let's get through security plan real quick. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. I admit Optimus Prime is the GOAT, but you don't like Randomness Prime. No, I don't like Rodimus Prime. He was all right, but you can't. In football context, if you know college football, Rodimus Prime was whoever Alabama football hired after Nick Saban. There's not, and I'm an Auburn fan, War Damn Eagle. There was not any way that man was going to be seen as a success unless he went to like 20 national championships in a row. Like you don't hire, whoever comes after the greatest is always going to fail in the eyes of the people because they had the greatest. They had the greatest. Jalen Rose had no chance of having a successful career in Chicago because that was right when Michael Jordan left. They remember Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like I never saw Ash die in the Pokemon movie. I didn't know they did that. That's tough. The Pokemon movie isn't supposed to be that real. How did they kill? What are y'all doing? What are they? They killed Ash. My voice just changed. What happened? Oh, geez, what happened? Whoa, yo, what? Y'all just made me go through puberty again. Who killed Ash? Who killed Ash? What the hell happened? We riding for Ash? Is that what's happening now? Did Pikachu come through and talk to Squirtle and said like, yo, we got to ride for Ash? Squirtle was like, I got you. Opened his shell, nothing but guns. Damn this water. They're getting sprayed in a different way. Although I like the vision of Squirtle pulling out 2 Glocks from under his shells and being like, we ride for Ash. I love that image in my head right now. Classic Turtles, absolutely, I agree, is GOAT, and also Thundercats. I still remember as a kid when they first came out, it was at nighttime and my parents let me stay up and watch them. Oh, not that, but there was an X-Men event. They did an X, and I watched the episode recently because I rewatched the X-Men after they did like X-Men 97. There was an X-Men event where they, like, it was season 3 of X-Men, and they changed the animation up and they put it on prime time on Fox. And I remember that. I remember being like, yep, my turn on the TV. Did you see Henry Cavill in the remaking of Highlander? No. You mean Highlander old school 1980s? There can only be one Highlander? Is that what you're telling me right now? They're doing a remake of that? I want to say why. The TV series was better than the movies, though. I could never get into the movies, but that TV series I was addicted to. To me, all the original cartoons and the original theme music is the best. Yeah, that's a brain thing. That's a nostalgia thing. Psychologically, you're not right, but you're absolutely right. Mewtwo killed Ash and Pikachu. Who? Dog. I didn't even. Mewtwo. I thought I was cool with Mewtwo too. That was a weird sentence to say. I was cool with Mewtwo. No, man. Okay. I didn't know he did Ash dirty like that. No. He got hit in an attack and turned to stone. Wait. Why does that sound familiar? He got turned to stone. Wait. Street Frogs? No, it was Battletoads. Battletoads was that video game that I played on Game Boy obsessively. Because it was Battletoads, it was what were the other amphibians? Double Dragon. Battletoads and Double Dragon. That's what it was. Honestly, if I could find I might do it just for fun. I might download it on my phone. Like a side scrolling Double Dragon Battletoads emulator or whatever. That could be fun. That could be just fun on a day when I'm bored, sitting in some kind of office waiting for something, and be like, let me go ahead and play me some Double Dragon. Let me go ahead and play me some Battletoads. Earthworm Jim. That goes on the list. Hold up. I forgot about Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim, the cartoon, was hilarious. Every time that little dog ended up somehow eating haggis, it had me in tears. He was like, what is it? Oh, it's delicious. What is this? Haggis. You know what haggis is. You mean the Earthworm Jim and Freakazoid. I forgot to put Freakazoid on here. Freakazoid is goated. Sorry, Freakazoid is goated. Freakazoid is one of the most underrated cartoons of its era. That cartoon was absolutely hilarious. Street Frog's theme was, who can hip hop better than a frog? Can Street Frogs? I do not. I'm using vial of Velcro is what I'm calling it on a Batman for right now. I do not know Street Frogs. Double Dragon cartoon was. I never saw the Double Dragon cartoon. I only knew him from the video games. Look, I can put it this way. If I had to go, one of my favorite video games of all time still is Chrono Trigger. Like, that is still one of the best, like damn near groundbreaking in my view, video games ever. Why didn't this work? Earthworm Jim video game for. You know what? I forgot that he even had a video game. I forgot Earthworm Jim had a video game. I never got to play it. I never got to play it. I never got to play it. It's just like Kingdom Hearts. I downloaded Kingdom Hearts. I put it up on my PlayStation. My only debate right now is I don't know if I want to play Kingdom Hearts on Twitch and like have you guys watch me play, or if I just want to play it by myself on my couch with a bunch of like beer and chips and chicken strips on the table, and then just really truly turn back into a college student again for a day. I have no idea which one I want to do more. Earthworm Jim, I'm literally distracting myself from this stream so I can be sure to check on Earthworm Jim. I will download that. Maybe I just need to start using an emulator on my PC and start playing video games here. Earthworm Jim game. Man. Yeah, we got to emulate this. I got to get an emulator in around for this. I'll do this old school way. I download all the old school Super Nintendo emulator ROMs if you grew up poor like I did, poor. We didn't have everything, put it that way. Poor is a strong word, but we didn't have it all. Didn't have Super Nintendo, Segas. I had a PlayStation, I think, that my uncle got for me. But anyway, regardless of what the one uncle did, the uncle who was the uncle, he bought me a computer, and I figured out real fast what emulators and ROMs were. So I was playing, this is why I knew some Japanese but didn't know what the Japanese was, is because I was playing all the like old school Super Nintendo Dragon Ball Z games. I knew what the symbol for fire was and ice and all the other stuff because I had to figure out what the things we did at 14. I had to figure out what all the controls were. And so maybe I should go at this with the debuff team, but I feel like they're going to take me out. I had to figure out what all the controls were and what all the commands meant in Japanese, because that's when I could, those were the games I could get that had Dragon Ball Z on them, or the old school Final Fantasies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s. I would play those in Japanese. And then I would have to figure out like what was going on and then be like, oh, this symbol means fire. This symbol means, C, this symbol means heal, this symbol means, and that's how I would end up like eventually playing. And honestly, if you think about how we play video games now in terms of like pick any Call of Duty, anything, Modern Warfare, whatever, you need to do a tutorial for 3 weeks to play the damn game. I was just doing the same thing with Japanese. And so I got to play those games, but also that's where I got to play Chrono Trigger. I never played Earthworm Jim. I played Echo the Dolphin. So maybe I need to go back old school, back, early aughts me. 16-year-old girls don't like me. Some things never change. 16-year-old girls don't like me. I'm in my room playing video games me. Maybe that's what I need to do. That is what I need to do. Get an emulator on here and then maybe stream it, maybe not. Who the hell cares? I'm playing this for fun, dog. Actually, that would be fun, though. Definitely on Twitch, Kingdom Hearts is goated. And that's the thing. I never played it. And then the second somebody brought it up on stream, I was like, I'm going to do this. Like, this is one of those, like, you don't realize as an adult some of the kid stuff that you just don't get a chance to do for whatever reasons. And you're like, no, I'm going to go ahead and make this up right now. We're going to go ahead and fix this issue right now. I don't trust Grodd in this scenario. Plus, I get to keep the synergy from Mr. Terrific if I do it this way. I do not like Raven being in the front. I want Zatanna for the crit. Superpower damage from Mr. Terrific. The revive from... He's going to die so many times, though. Oh, I don't like this. All right. My all-time #1 game that I have an emulator for my computer is Tecmo Super Bowl, which is Tecmo Bowl 2. The problem I have with Tecmo Bowl is I don't want to play that alone. You got to have somebody next to you with that busted controller playing. Don't forget about T's damage reduction. That's true. That's true. That's true. I should probably put him in the front row next to Superman DCU. That's usually how I run them anyway, though. I don't know why my brain farted like that. Okay, so. So am I okay. First. Let me do this stuff. Let me get my other organizing everything for. We've already got the Saturday morning cartoon set, bet. Right? So now we need, why is my computer, I need a new computer. And I say that with this computer not even being 2 years old yet, but I did want to buy a new computer or parts to a new computer and build one. Yeah, I guess so. And then I could just play Earthworm Jim. What was the other one? There was one other one we just said. Tecmo Bowl. But I don't think, you know what somebody needs to do? And if I had the coding skills beyond a data scientist, I would do it. Can someone make Tecmo Bowl an online multiplayer game? Because you would have so many dudes from the age of like 38 to 65 throwing money at you to play Tecmo Bowl, old school Tecmo Bowl on like a phone. Are you kidding? And if it was like multiplayer online with leaderboards and stuff, you mean to tell me you couldn't make money off that idea? Advertise it strictly to people who are close to retirement or who have just bought a mortgage? No. They did it with Blitz. Change the team names. Use every name that was in any given Sunday. Pick a different name. If you put Tecmo Bowl, and honestly, the NFL wouldn't hunt you down. If you told the NFL, we'll give you 20% of the revenues off this. Okay, we get money. Okay, y'all could take the stamp. Who cares? Like they just want their cut. If this is a project that you develop and you're like, yo, NFL, we're doing this. What is it? We're literally going old school Tecmo Bowl. We're aiming for the age demographic of 40 to 60, and it's going to be an online mobile game. They would not, if you pay them. I'm not saying just do it forever. If you like cut them in, yeah, EA has an exclusive license. Ooh, can you get EA involved? Because EA is not going to see Tecmo Bowl as competition. No, they're monsters. But that's why they killed that NFL game from ESPN. EA isn't going to see Tecmo Bowl as competition. EA would probably pull it under their umbrella and be like, okay, cool, develop it. I'm saying it's an idea that they need to do. I don't give a damn who does it. EA could very easily, it is a 16-bit, if not 8-bit video game model on a phone. They could make that in a weekend. They could make that, it's 2 buttons. They can make that in a weekend and drop it on the Google Play Store and then use it to advertise for Madden to make the damn thing free to play. And then say, if you want to buy like Bo Jackson, $1. You know what I mean? Like I got $1 million ideas over here, people. I'm just saying that's revenue for them. And with minimal effort. Man, I could forgive, I do code. I am not the best code. Like I said, data science and stuff like that. I could code Tecmo Bowl to a degree, I believe, genuinely. If I could do it, they probably have some developer who hasn't even hit puberty yet working for them as an intern who could code that thing in 5 minutes and then give it to them as like I was bored because you guys kept making me check the mail. There's no mail, so I wrote this for you. NBA Jam would work. But they tried to bring back NBA Jam too, though. They did do remix of that video game a few times. They did try to bring that back. Am I doing this backwards? All right, guys, I'm about to get off relatively soon. What's up, Lionel? You called us on another, I don't know what it is, and maybe it's just, I'm always afraid that I'm going to like recycle the same topics over and over and over again and be boring on these streams. But it seems like there's plenty of appetite for people in my age group to check out old school video games, old school cartoons, old school comics. Seems like there's plenty of appetite for this. I guess nostalgia is a monster. So, oh wait, Lionel. I don't know. I don't know if Lionel's also in our age group though. I don't know if you're part of the demographic because I did just show this thing and I'm very excited to show it. Um, but I don't know if you're gonna get the significance of it. I don't know if you're gonna understand how important this is to the old guys. I don't know if you're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're gonna understand the significance of that Hanna Barbera and that image right there. I don't know if you're gonna get. I don't know if you're gonna feel it the way that everybody else is feeling it. Oh, you're in the 40 club. Okay. Okay. You may know this then. You may know what this is all about. What I'm showing on the screen. You may understand, right? Or hold up. This will definitely get me to where I will not be allowed to monetize this video, but gotta give the people what they want, right? Let me see. Let's go with that one. We'll go with that one. Okay. I was about to say something that was going to give the spoiler away, and I can't do that right now. So I'm preparing the Saturday morning cartoon club. As soon as I got some of it ready, I got to get the rest done. I got some of it ready, but just so you guys know, I did not forget. This means I will not be able to monetize this video, but that's okay. I'm all right with it. Because these folks, Disney and them, they don't play about their IP. They do not play. Oh, they don't play. Anyway, let's go ahead and put you back up. This felt like it was better until it definitely was not. And they tell me that this is supposed to be easy. I don't know how this is supposed to be easy. All right, guys, 15 minutes, and then I gotta go get my daughter. Sup, Kevin? I have a vague recollection of this, but I am attached to things like Spirals on them. Mask was awesome. Gargoyles was much. Nobody said they didn't like Gargoyles. Nobody in the history of ever. Nobody in the history of ever. I'm so ready for more. Hey, bro, as soon as I can, like, I'm so worried about this copyright and trademark stuff. They won't shut down the channel, but it's one of those of it's going to make it difficult for other people to see it. Because if I do it live, cool. I did the other DC animated movies live. That was cool. I didn't get stopped. However, then I couldn't share it with the people who weren't able to join the stream live. And I don't like doing that. There was only like 5 people on the stream with me, and we were watching Son of Batman. We were watching, I didn't get to Dark Knight Returns. What was the other one that we watched? Flashpoint Paradox. It wasn't that many people, but it was like, cool, we had a good time. We were chit-chatting, giggling, whatever. Try to put that video up, and it's like blocked globally. It's like, okay, well, damn. So I need to figure out something. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll only put it on Patreon and not put it on YouTube. Because YouTube is doing this automatic algorithm block thing, right? Whenever it sees certain images or it hears certain audio, it blocks it. On Patreon, I don't have that issue. So it may be that I just need to move it over there. Anyway, we'll see. How am I going to take care of you guys? You're frustrating me. All right, Theonidas. Have a good night. Trying to save up the rank DCU Superman to 8 is killing me. He's good, though. He's good at rank 8. I'm in my early 30s and love that show. What, Gargoyles? Oh, yeah. I put Gargoyles, actually, I hate to say it, too. I don't want a Gargoyles reboot, but I would love for them to update the animation and everything. Because I always thought that Gargoyles would have been a much better anime than American cartoon. I think if they kept the stories but changed the animation to like anime style, that was what I was thinking. Whole way through. All right, so Wonder Woman AoE attack, fine. She's not going to be able to murk him. We can get Zatanna in there, put the Frantic up. That's cool. We can get, I guess this is a spot where I can maybe back up some of the talk of Judomaster. Maybe I put him in here instead. But I wouldn't have enough anti-heroes. That's the problem that we run into here. And I don't have any anti-heroes that can heal. She kind of heals. All right, Zay, we'll catch you later. I know some people use Kick to watch shows with their community, but I don't know if that. No, it's not about watching it with you guys. It's about, because I can stream it. YouTube usually is, at least for the DC animated movies, they didn't block it. They didn't like bring down the stream. What they do is, when you're watching this stream, I get done, then it goes onto like an on-demand thing where you can like just watch it anytime on YouTube. That is the thing that they were blocking. And so it's one of those of like, if you're not watching me at the time, which I do know for, especially for US, I'm on midnight to 2 a.m. I get it, East time. So I get where people wouldn't be able to. I'm on late in the evenings. You're not trying to really stay up that late all the time. Sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have to work night shift. I get all that. But I wanted to have it available for you guys to watch it after the fact. And they're blocking it after the fact. And that just kind of makes me feel bad. So let's see. I mean, Peacemaker and Bride, but I've already done that. If I put the Bride and Vigilante, but Vigilante's not doing anything against this. So Judomaster can't go here, even though I think that his synergy would be very helpful. 2 stacks of hard hit, add that to Wonder Woman, and that's nice. All right, so let's try it this way then, because I think I was using Batman before anyway. Hard hit works on regardless, right? So let's do it this way then. Judomaster, we don't need your damage. We'll do you here. Let's give that a shot. Yeah. Oh, those mighty ops containing. Calling for Constantine. True. Constantine might go. And I could run Constantine with Bride, and then that would give us more hard hit. But Constantine, for some reason, is Constantine an anti-hero? I hope to God he is. He should be. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off after this. But just, I wanted to show that thing on SWAT Cats, just so you guys knew I had not forgotten. I have a few of them over here, including Batman, the animated series. You know that's going to be. If we're talking about best cartoons of all time, that's the one. But, and I don't even think there's a debate for that. Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill. Who are you kidding? Anyway, so I'm not going to be streaming for the next 2 days. Today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, as I deal with some family stuff. So I'll be back on Friday. And then to make up for it, I'll probably do Saturdays and Sunday as well. We'll have to see. But yeah, so this will be next 2 days I won't be on. Never bet on the Saints. Even, dude, I thought for sure, not last week, but the week before, I was like, no, they're going to do well. They're going to do well. I thought for sure, I could not have been more. This is why I don't gamble on sports. This is why I don't. Every time I'm like watching a game or game's coming up, and I'm like, man, please, if I'd known this game was going on and I had the choice, I'd have bet my house on it. And then they lose, and I'm like, good thing I didn't bet my house on it. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for kicking it with me. I'm going to keep working on the Saturday morning cartoons thing. I just put out a video on Judomaster at rank 8. I'm going to put out I think I'll wait for rank 10 because I'll get him rank 10 by next week. Hopefully, we'll see. Actually, let me see if I can do one pull. Just as a in the stream kind of deal. I don't think I have any of his. I only got like literally that. I don't have any tokens. Oh, wait, no. I'm only going to be gone for 2 days. They're not releasing Aquaman in the next 2 days. It's really just Wednesday, Thursday. I won't be streaming. I'll be back on Friday. And if they put out Aquaman in that time, dog. Anyway, so y'all have a blessed night, morning, afternoon.